Hello everybody, I'm Cocricot and this is Mitsumaru City. I built the whole thing myself and today is June almost and I want to take you on a little tour of the place before I build other stuff. This is Founder's Way and these are the two Japanese style houses I built here using the Yuushya Mod and the Cocricot Mod. It's fully furnished with a bedroom upstairs and a little kitchen downstairs and there's two of them here. It's pretty cool. If we have a look over here, we can see a view onto the lake with a Starbucks over there and a beautiful little restaurant. As I zoom into the sky, this is the green section of the city that I'm actually tempted to keep as a sort of park area with a few shops. So in my little tour today, I'm going to show you all of the things I've done so far and what I want to do in the future as well. So this is a bookstore that I made. This is one of the first builds that I did in the city. And it looks pretty good. I used spruce for this one. There's a little walkway here. I guess you can go and stand out there if you want to. Close the door. Okay, brilliant. I like this little place. It's got a little garden and patio area, which I guess you can only access if you buy a coffee or something. This is the little jetty for the Angler's Retreat apartment. You can see the Oak Lovelies over here and the Angler's Retreat. It's brilliant. There's actually a bar there, a little public house where you can drink some booze. There's a laundry shop, somebody else's house, and this is Hondori Street. It's like the main street of the city, I guess you could call it. And here is Angler's Retreat, with a rather angry dog outside, which is one of the NPCs from Easy NPC. Let's go quickly have a look inside. You can see here, look, in the Angler's Retreat, you can go up the stairs to each floor. This is floor 2, and you can check out the apartment. Doesn't that look lovely with a little sunrise? I kind of want to explore that a little bit. The sunrise coming through, or the sunset. It looks absolutely beautiful, doesn't it? This is a little kitchen space that they've got here. I built all of these things mostly with the Yuushya Mod, because that's my preferred mod. And I've also put some Cocricot stuff in too. Close the door. Look through the window, look. Wow. Doesn't it look cool? I'm very happy with this. You can see the Starbucks out there. Open the door and close it again. These are all fully furnished apartments and it goes all the way to the top and every single building and house is done. It's complete. On the roof, look, you can see I put in a few details here and you can see the rest of the city, which I'm going to flesh out in time. This looks like a wonderful place. Fall down, don't crack my legs because I'm in creative mode. Over here, look, you can see this little bit on Sunshine Street. You can see the Oak Lovelies apartments, all fully furnished, everything's in there. It does look really good, it's just finding the time to do it. Let's go into the basement and I can show you. This is the basement to the 1 MTC apartment block. I quite like that place. So here, look, it comes out into this little basement place. It's got like 4 or 5 cars because there's only 4 or 5 apartments. And here you can see the sewers. Now while we're thinking about sewers, I had to edit this because I'm planning on building a nuclear power plant. So what I want to do is expand the road network here next to this little bit, which is called Beach Street. That is like a little oceany bit, it's like a really big lake, but it could also be a bit of an ocean. I need to use the Axiom Mod to go underground and grab all of this area and making sure to copy with air. So I need to grab this little bit too because there's some kind of thing underground. Extend it with this node down a little bit and then across a bit with the blue arrow and then copy with air, making sure to press that in the corner, otherwise I'll forget. Then I can fly over all the way really quickly using the mouse wheel. And then over here, I'm going to paste it all in. This is the little sewer bit that I just copied. I can move it across with the blue arrows and the red arrows like this, and then move it down with the green arrow so it fits flush to the ground. Match it up like that across. Just check it so the lights are all in place. Press enter, and it's in. I can go underground and check it out. There's a few mistakes. I guess the sewer is on the right and then the left, but it's all there. Pasting in the air saves me the trouble of having to destroy all of the dirt underground. It's all fully functional, and when I come up, look, you can see this area is going to have a nuclear reactor. So I need to build a street sign. I've already pre-built these, and I've just copied the entities, put some item frames on, and make the maps. Reload the world with the maps that I made from Illustrator, and I also used this website at the top, and then I can put the street names in. This is Beachside. It's quite easy, really. Just Beachside, because it's, you know, next to the beach. Done. This one's Craft Street, and over here is a bit more Beachside, so I've got to go along and put them on the street signs over here, making sure that every single street sign for the roads and the streets has some kind of name. You can see here looks Regal Heights, And now I've got the street signs that I made for Nuke Tech. That's the name of the street. Because it's going to have, in theory, factories on it that are all high-end factories near Factory Avenue. There's the Nuke Tech sign, it's going up, it's heading over towards that little corner piece that I put in. Another Nuke Tech site can go in here, brilliant. And then one over here, every time you cross the road you can see it. Nope, that's wrong, that's Nuke Techie. It's Nuke Tech. So let's go back over here and put in a few more signs. One here, I'll put in the item frames ready for the maps. It's a pretty handy tool actually to use. Put in the last few signs, one here. Cross over Factory Avenue and stick this one in. Nuke Tech, there we go. I can go down this road, which actually looks pretty cool, I think, with all those things. I like these like little mountain pass side bits. I might use those, keep some of those in. It's interesting. So head over here to the new street that's going to have the reactor called RBMK Street. Thank you, Chernobyl. There it is. Lovely. RBMK Street. So now I can fill that in and carry on with the tour. That's where the nuclear plant's going to go later. I need the power. I can't rely on solar anymore. There's too many people moving in. Close the doors there. Look, the sewers, they're all fully functional. If I go into the sewers here, you can see it goes that way and that way. It stretches a rather long way through the city. It took me a while to build. So let's go down Sunshine Street and explore some more. I want to show you everything I've made thus far. This is the Sunshine Street. It's one of the biggest streets in the city. Hondori Street's the biggest, that's the main one. And as I go over here, look, I'll quickly skip over to one of the flower shops that I've built. It's one of a few that I'm probably going to have. That one says River and Lake in Chinese. And over here you can see it extends with a little rest area and a attic space. I like that, it's got a few rats in there too. I built some of those with the Cocricot mod. Let me jump down, let me jump down. I'll jump down here, that's fine. And I can show you my Gothic manor, which I also built. This is the inside of the flower shop, and I think it's pretty good. It's what you need, isn't it? Not too much detail, but it's still really cozy. And this is the Gothic manor. Let's have a look at it from a distance. Turn off the interface, and you can see it. Pretty cool. It's like a little Victorian manor house. So I'm going to go in and quickly explore it a little bit. This is the kitchen. It's got everything. I think it's quite a wealthy apartment. It leads out into the garden. You can see this little space here with a table, bits of grass, nice trees, hanging washing, whatever. And then I can go back in, make sure to navigate out. It's a pretty interesting building. If you haven't seen it, go watch the video, because I like that building. It's one of my favorites. This is Regal Heights with a little truss bridge, and I'm going over towards the Starbucks. This is one of probably many Starbuckses in the city, and I like this one because it's a unique design that has maple trees inside. That's just ridiculous. So let's go into the Starbucks. It's a bit difficult to open the doors because there's some mats in the way. So I need to fly. Whoops, I messed the sign up. Don't do that. I need to fly and open the door like this. And it's silly, but there we go. Once I'm in the Starbucks, you can see all the maple trees, which are a bit of a health and safety issue. But I'm not bothered about that because it's a game. So yeah, and you can also go upstairs this very precarious staircase, and you can see what a wonderful place it is. That's a unisex bathroom over there that's missing a sign. So I'll quickly go and grab that. I'll search for, not WC, toilet, and grab the sign, public toilet sign, because it kind of is. It's kind of public. Yep, that'll do. Get rid of those, and then there we go. That's it. Nice toilet in the Starbucks. Everyone can use. And as I go over to the window, you can see the view. There's going to be many more things in the city eventually. It takes time. So now I'm going to go downstairs. Doesn't matter about fall damage, I'm on creative mode. Close the door, watch out, there's too many entities in the way. Done. So let's go over here. I want to explore the Hot Pot restaurant over there. Show you that. That was a build I did maybe 6 months ago. And it's got like 3,000 views on YouTube, which is pretty good for my channel. And I put it in Mitsumaru City actually. It was in a previous city. Kind of, like a beginner city, and now I've actually put it into this city, and it looks really good here. It's on Regal Heights, funnily enough, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's one of my favorite builds I've ever made so far. It's pretty cool. Let's go out, close the door. You can see it here on Regal Heights, that's right. Some of these streets are not named yet, but this is Phoenix Road, so I can run down. I really like this shaders pack. It's pretty good. It's in the description if you need it. It's Makeup Ultra Fast. And it's really nice for city builds. It looks good at nighttime as well with rain. I really like that. So over here is a few houses. I built 3 of them. 2 of them I built a long time ago, kind of like the Hot Pot restaurant. They've done quite well on YouTube, so I put them in my city. And that's the red house. I really like the yellow house, but I think I prefer the red house. There's just something about it which is really good. These little portals you've got there, I really like it. Upstairs there's a bathroom on the right, and here is the bedroom for the owners. I think it's really good. It's got a computer, a nice pink bed in the corner. Close the doors, I don't want to be rude. It's got a piano up there. This is quite a luxury house, to be honest with you. And round the back is a nice garden, which is quite spacious for Minecraft, and it's certainly very spacious for Mitsumaru City as well. But I really like this build, I'm very happy with that. And this is on Hoshi Alley. I'm going to build something there as well. So around the back, you can see there's plenty of space on Michi for more buildings. I'm actually going to transplant a building there, probably today. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. It's got this precarious walkway. I'm probably going to have shops here, and a few shops along this line, but this one leads to pets and more. That's one of my recent builds. Pets and more. Close the door so the cat doesn't escape. There's plenty of things you can buy in here, like you can buy the dog. As long as you look after it, that is. A nice cat. There's another cat somewhere, like a Siamese cat. There he is, look. Nice. You can also buy a bee or fish if you really want to have a bee. Pretty cool. This was the scene of some kind of disaster in my city recently. Little parrot, and there's Patricia, the shop owner theory. Cool, let's close the door. You've got my 7-Eleven across the way, which is pretty cool. Let's go inside. Hello, nice to meet you. Yeah, look at that. In the back, look, you can see it's got a nice little staff room, restroom area, and a bathroom in there. Everything's sort of decorated and done. That was an interesting build. One of my earlier builds in Mitsumaru City for sure. And this is the 1MTC apartment block. This is probably one of the very first ones after the houses. The Mima Mart has McGraw. He's a bookcase. Yeah, and in here, look, it's got another bathroom, plenty of storage space. Pretty cool. Bye-bye, McGraw. I'll see you next time. You can see here's a little restaurant as well. I'm very happy with that restaurant. I like these smaller builds. I think they're quite interesting. So I'm happy with the city so far. Let me know in the comments what you think. Maybe subscribe. Support me on Ko-fi if you're enjoying it as well. Let's go check out the sort of financial district. Here is corporate Carl hanging around the crane. Let's go up the crane. Why not? Why not? I can climb the ladders. I can actually just fly up because it's on creative mode, so I'll do that. I'll quickly fly up like this, look. Whee! All the way to the top. And from here, you've got a nice vantage point to see the city. I can't go in there because it's a metal door. That's not good. But that's the workers' room, and you can see the city from here. There's a lot missing because there's not really that many creations in the city. But there's still a lot of stuff I've done. And that's the Mitsumaru Bank. Pretty cool. And that's the Opal Odyssey TV network. So let's go inside that real quick. There's some corporate artwork outside, which I really like. That was easy to make. I made that with the Yuushya Mod. So here, every single floor goes up this spiral staircase. The bathrooms. I need to change those, so go get those again. I need one for boys and one for girls. I'm just going to stick those on the blocks. So one there and one here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Go up the stairs, you can see that every single floor in the office has been designed by me. It took me a long time, this one, but I'm very happy with it. And it's basically a TV network sort of office tower. Very good, isn't it? It goes all the way up to like the 14th floor. That's the staff room. There's a few more offices. They're kind of the same design all the way up, but they have little quirks and interesting features on each floor. This one is the manager's floor, I believe. And this one is some kind of call center. Don't really know. It's got all the features in it. Every single floor has an AC unit. It's got to be safety first, hasn't it? So they don't get too hot while they're working. Pretty cool. I think I'm reaching the top now. There we go. Yeah, I'm at the top. Close this door and you can see this massive TV tower broadcasting all over Mitsumaru City. And that's the sort of vantage point from this building. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's some stuff missing. I need to build more things, but it takes time, you know? It really does. To make a house will take me about 4 hours. And then to edit the videos, another 4 hours, perhaps. Let's go through the park. Here is the fountain in the middle, and the shader packs really make the water come to life, don't they? It's like glass. Over here, there's another build called Containment Cake and Tea. It's like a coffee shop, tea house, with a twist. So let's go inside. You can see here is Charlie T, serving the teas and the coffees. Thank you very much. That's a straw statue. And in here is a giant. It's Punchenstein, and you can hit him like that. And that's all he does. He doesn't move. He's like a little punching bag for the kids to play with. Why not? So let's go down here. This is Return Pass. Maybe I can show you the Mitsumaru Bank complex. This is like the financial tower for the bank. I'm probably going to have some, you know, those little ones, the retail places. Look, the sewers, they do work. Let me show you. They do work, I promise you. The whole sewer network is here. Open the door. You can see it goes across like that and that way. Let me close the door. I want to show you real quick. So yep, I'll close that door, but I'll leave the flap open. Go over here, and this leads to... let's get some water. Look, there's a problem. This leads to the Mitsumaru 7-Eleven, actually. Not that water. It needs to be the condensed one. For that, I'm using the water mod. I can't remember what it's called, but there's water choices with it. Paste all of those waters in. This green water. I wanted brown, but the Yuushya Mod plays with the colours a bit, so I can't. I've got green. Look, there's a safe there. Why is there a safe there? Maybe I'll do a short about that one day. So yeah, this bit has got some graffiti here for some reason. Close the door. Go up the ladder shaft. Here is the Mitsumaru 7-Eleven. So all of the sewer networks connect. It's actually a fascinating construction I've built there. Pretty cool. It took me hours and hours to do, but I'm happy doing it. It's a little hobby of mine. Let's go into the bank. Close the hatch there. Go in. You've got an ATM machine. It's got some like TVs. There's a vase in there as well, which is what I put so you can get the cash out. Let's go here. Yeah, the toilets are done. That's the female toilet and the male toilet. No problem there. Yeah, let's go up this floor here. It's pretty interesting design in the bank, very financial. If I go around this way, it's got like a balcony to have a rest. You can see that. It's not too high up, is it? Close the door and then go up the floors and I can show you the entire building. Go all the way up here. The same kind of design again. Interesting layout. This is for financial workers dealing with, I don't know, clerical issues to do with money. This is the conference room. It's got tea in there and coffee and stuff. That's good. This little door here leads to a fire escape, in case people need that. It's very important to have, making sure to go all the way up the building as well. I'll show you. And that's it. That's it. You can see here, look, it's the final balcony space on the Mitsumaru Bank complex. I could plop down, but I kind of want to show you the roof real quick. So let's go to the roof, close the door. You can see I've designed that roof with these interesting vents with rail tracks and furnaces. Pretty cool. Let's drop down. Boom, to the newly established canal network. Over here's a couple of NPCs I've added, Creepy and Gloss. Not really doing anything. And there's Netherbean. Welcome to the Netherbean. Can I take your order? Yes, you can. Yes, I would like a tea, please. Maybe a coffee. Nah, I drink tea. So here's the canal. It took me a while to build. Let's go into the canal. I need to also fly, because otherwise it's a bit silly. So I fly, and I'll see the canal lady. There you are. Hello, welcome to the canal. And then she just talks to you about looking at fish. And she will sit and look at fish, but there's no fish around here. Oh, so she can't really do that. But the canal network took me a little while to build, and it's cool. I'm happy with that. This is still Regal Heights because it's built on a corner, and it goes all the way down to Factory Avenue. Yep, the sewers. I'm really impressed. I'm really happy with the sewers. I want to show you one thing with the sewers. Over here, this is the fire station. I'll show you that real quick. The Mitsumaru Fire Department, and it looks really good with this shaders pack, doesn't it? On Honduras Street, which is kind of Main Street. That's the main street. I can go round the back of the toilets, that's the toilet blocks, into the office space for the fire department. Yeah, this is where the call, it's a call handler center. They deal with all the calls with the fires. There's the fire trucks. Upstairs is where the firefighters would work, and this is their sort of barracks space. Because it's a bit like an army, isn't it? The firefighters, they need to be on all the time. Here's the fireman's pole. You can go down, and you can get the fire trucks real quick to go around the city. I'm pretty happy with that. Here's the solar farm, which is getting to be very small. The city is rather large now, and this solar farm is not going to help, is it? And this is the sewer department. It's the Mitsumaru sewer department, dealing with the poo-poo man, one flush at a time. That's right. Here is basically the blueprint for the sewers, just in case I want to copy and paste them. There's the one with the ladder. I can actually do it a bit easier with the Axiom mod, but they are there just in case. And here is an access point for the sewers. You can go down, be careful of your head here though, look. And it will lead all the way into the functional sewer network. See, all the way down there. It's a bit backrooms-esque, isn't it, down there? I've recently done a backrooms video if you want to see that. It's always fun. Let's go back upstairs. I might leave that door open, close it just in case of the weather. Whoops, I changed the block. Why did the bricks do that? Let's just replace it. Close the door. I've got some water samples there, which are a bit weird. I like it though. I'll leave that shaft open. I could show you, look, more toilets to fix. Boys and girls. Pretty cool. That's from the Yuushya Mod's recent update, I guess. I can show you this office space as well. Pretty cool. That's the sewer department. The solar plant also has a little office space. That does not generate the power now for the city. No way. So I'll go over to my elevated network of motorway. One day there's going to be a lot more cars in the city, so I need to have an elevated motorway. For some reason, I don't know why I built that yet. There's not really anything connecting it. I might even have different districts. You see, if I go into the sewers here, I want to show you what I'm talking about. Let's just drop in carefully, because it's a bit tricky to get in. plop down, open the door, and there should be something in here. Did you see it? Did you see it? There's a skeleton, look. Here he is. I'll leave that block end away. There's a skeleton that's a permanent addition to the Mitsumaru sewers. I'm hoping that he can explore the sewers. He seems to be hanging around this bit, which opens up to a kind of house area. So let me cross over, climb up. There's something growing in this little medicine shop. Yeah, I'll close the door on that. And I'll show you the projects. These are called the projects. Let's go in, close the door, because I always like to do that. Kitchen space. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Got a few beds in there. Upstairs, got more beds, a little living room space. It's a sort of shared bathroom, is this. I'll close the doors, because I like to do that. There's a little cat flap space there. There's a cat sitting outside. And I can go upstairs to the sort of barracks space. This is for homeless people, really. If they haven't got anywhere to live in the city, they can stay here for a while until they get back on their feet. Here's a little open space for growing stuff. And if I go down here, look, you can see all of my old Japanese-style buildings that I've left. And that's the projects. The projects is sort of a low-end community centre to help people. This is the firmament. Got to watch out for that fire. And it leads onto Mini Street, because this is Japanese Mini Street. It's got a few old buildings here, a little fruit shop, some kind of corporate office. The sewers, again, they do work. I'm very proud of that. Little cake shop here, I'm quite happy with that. And then a small abandoned little house thing. It's got a kitchen in it, but it's abandoned. But that's cool, isn't it? That's the projects area. I don't know what else to do with the underground elevated rail bit there. It's kind of annoying. So one more thing I want to show you over here in the distance is my plan. See, it looks really cool. I'm very happy with this city. It really is nice. It's something I'm going to be doing for a long time. It's a labor of love that I started in March this year, maybe a bit earlier than that. And I'm going to continue doing it because it's fun. So over here is a few streets. I've named them. This is Craft Street, leading on to Factory Avenue. This is Factory Avenue. It's a bit thicker. And you can see here, this is Nuke Tech. It's going to have some high-end office blocks and sort of factories. This looks a bit broken. I might need to fix that. I can't climb. So I need to fix that. I'll deal with that later. I just want to show you a bit more. Down Nuke Tech, I'm going to have all high-end microchips companies and things, leading to the nuclear plant, which I'm going to build soon. Don't know when, time constraints, but that is RBMK Street. Yeah. So that's my city. If you've liked this video, subscribe, send me a comment as well. I'm Ixical. I really enjoy making these things. If you want to, you can support me on Ko-fi, and I'll see you next time in Mitsumaru City.